I don't think Ro has boards a bag.
You're killing me.
I have a bag. I just got to get a board. I have a bag. Don't worry.
What are you doing? What do you have? Like
Do you have a proper mailer?
bag? Like,
I
what do
told you, don't expect it to
have
be
a what
perfect.
bag?
Don't expect it to be
shopping bag.
perfect, okay?
Mine
Right?
is naked too.
My friends, a year ago, a diabolical mastermind known as the Maker, an alternate universe version of Reed Richards, invaded a brand new universe and systematically prevented heroes from becoming superheroes. In 1 year, he will return. The Ultimates are assembling. Here we are. Welcome, friends, to Ultimate Countdown. So, why don't we talk a little bit about another crown jewel of the universe? Something that I'm actually really surprised started a little bit later. Actually, quite a bit later. But you know what? Within the context of everything that happened before with these characters, it actually makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about the Ultimates. This book is incredible.
Yeah.
It is so kick-ass. I can't even just the cast of characters, and it's one of those things where certain things about a character from the universe proper, like Doctor Doom and Reed Richards, and then you have this version of Reed Richards is Doctor Doom, and the most recent issue you see why he is Doctor Doom, and that issue was insane. Ro, take it from me.
Okay.
Take the baton.
All right. Again, I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I understand this very clearly.
Sure.
So, I get it. We're going through the story of Reed Richards, right?
Yes.
As him growing up, I know all the trauma happened.
6160 Reed Richards.
6160. Okay.
Which is not the Maker.
Okay, not the Maker. If I'm reading this correctly, right?
Yes.
He went through his experiences, and then the Maker pretty much kind of forced Doom's memories into him, because he kept yelling, "I'm Reed Richards, I'm not Doom." So that part is still confusing to me. Like
seemed more of psychological torture and sort of that sort of thing. It seems to me, and Mark, you can sort of hop in here and sigh if you have any sort of things to add as well. No, okay, that's fine.
I haven't read it.
That's okay.
I'm just refreshing on it.
Yeah.
Really quick.
So in this issue, we see Reed Richards Doom performing experiments to try to replicate what should have happened. What actually happened with him was that they went into space, they did not get their powers, and they basically died. The rest of them? Yeah, except for Reed. And Reed has to now live with that. And now what Reed is doing is he's trying to replicate that experiment on mice and trying desperately to achieve what should have happened. But in terms of what happened in terms of the aftermath of that space expedition failing, and then Sue Storm's father basically saying, "Get out of my house, you're making my daughter go invisible, this sucks, she's going away." Then the Maker comes in and he's basically torturing Reed, and basically turning his mind into Swiss cheese, and he's, I believe, forcing the memory, mentally reprogramming Reed.
Okay, so I was okay. All right,
is that correct, Mark?
Which one?
Ultimates number 4.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. The only thing I really remember, because it's been a month since that issue came out, so I pulled it up really quick.
Yeah.
I got my issues over here. The only thing I remember is just I'm trying to brush up on it was when Iron Lad was having conversations with Doom about stuff, and they were doing the flashback stuff. It's I don't know. It's kind of a weird issue because it's
that's what's getting me.
Catch up. It is a weird issue
because there were certain things that were brought up that weren't explained on Project 4. I was like, well, what's Project 4? What's what we working on? Like, can I get a footnote with like an asterisk next to it? Be like Project 4 or something you don't know about. Find out in like the next issue, because it's the time jumping of like the flashback stuff that he's in memories. I'm like trying to figure out, because like some of them seem out of order.
Yes, that is very intentional. Essentially, what is happening is he is basically reprogramming Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, into Doom. He's still Reed Richards, but he has completely disfigured him. He has psychologically tortured him.
And now that I have that extra context, I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Like, that was really hard to read. Like, that was really hard. Like, I had to force myself to read through that second time. I was like, this is really messed up.
Having Phil Noto as the guest artist for this, I think, was genius.
Yeah.
It really showed the melancholy nature of Doom's origin, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah, Reed's downfall and Doom's origin. That's really what this issue was. And basically, like, Iron Lad being like, hey, I know that you've went through some shit in the past. We're not doing time travel. We already tried that. We tried time travel. Guess what? We blew up people. Hawkeye threw his stuff in the garbage. I know that those are two different extremes, but they were still in like the same panel. Like, it's just not great. But overall, I'm really liking the direction of the Ultimates. And I'm liking like where we're going, their mission statement, the building of our team, and the ultimate countdown nature of it.
Yeah.
So looking ahead, I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up next. I know that
I do want to touch a little bit.
Yes, go for it.
Pretty much binged all of this.
Yeah, I want to hear about your experience with all of this. We talked a little bit about it last time I sort of introduced you to it.
So this has got to be one of the best team books I've read in a very long time.
Yeah.
Very, very long time. The way the characters like got together, very strategic, kind of unexpected. I didn't expect, I believe her name is Sif.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Sif to be a part of it, especially the way she did, but she fits well. I like Iron Lad. I don't really have too much experience with like a young Tony Stark, so this is cool. And the Doom character obviously is compelling.
Dude, how badass, just let me just say something.
Mm-hmm.
When he fights Captain Britain in Ultimate Universe #1, and like he just like he says to Captain Britain, like, I want you to remember me, or something like that, and he just like he blasts out his eye.
Yes.
Like, that's just so kick-ass. Like,
hell yeah.
So great.
And also how they got Captain America. I'm sorry, I still go back to that fucking panel. It's like, hey, yo, we told Captain America that America ended in XYZ. The next panel is just Captain America going buck wild.
Yeah.
And they had to hold him back.
Yes.
But I love the dynamic of the team. It works. And even though like this is a universe that's still like building, I think this makes me appreciate even more that Hickman did not write this series. I feel like my experiences with like architects, especially with like both the big two, it's always the architect is writing like the main book, and then the architect is writing like 2 or 3 other books to help push that story. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it can be redundant because like you're kind of hearing that same voice across like the line multiple times. Here it's just like, we have a vision. Here, homie, you take the main book. I'll take this portion here. You take this portion here. You take this portion here. You take this portion here. So it's like there is a unified vision, but you're getting a different voice across that unified vision, and I appreciate that so much.
It's actually really paradoxically refreshing for Hickman to have made this decision, because like Hickman is 100% known for like the high concept garbage. Sorry, like that, like not all the time. Like Secret Wars was really good, but like there's high concept stuff that just is unreadable sometimes. First there was nothing, then there was everything. Well, what does that mean? Like, I'm a scientist, sorry. So like the fact that he like brought in this universe, I was very, very wary. And then Ultimate Invasion like hooked me. Ultimate Universe definitely hooked me. And then I saw that it was Denise Camp, who's writing this book, and I'm like, that's interesting. And Hickman is doing the street level book.
Mhm.
That's a flip, but it works wonders. These writers are exactly where they need to be, and their artists are exactly where they need to be.
Yeah, 100% agreed. And like, I'm still blown away. Like, I'm still blown away. I've been looking for a team book like this for years.
Yeah.
Like, I've been reading comic books since 2016. I have not read a team book that's this strong in a very long time.
It's one of those, we're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
Or we're forming the band, essentially. You know, like the way that we got Ant-Man and the Wasp, the way that we got America Chavez joining us, great. While also explaining like what happened with Captain America and his values and how this is a different Captain America than before.
Mm-hmm.
The way that we got She-Hulk, and like we got to understand what happened with Bruce Banner and why Bruce Banner is evil and why he's in control, and he's going to be the first major boss fight, basically.
That I ain't gonna hold you. That issue, it messed me up too. The last one, the one with She-Hulk, that was pretty harsh.
With all like the different documents and the redacted, like just so great. Chef's kiss. But yes, it was very harsh. You get to see like the level of experimentation that basically went down. And that, like, yeah, that one messed me up too.
You would expect like, oh, we're gonna have an army of She-Hulks. You would expect the next panel to be like, oh, you're just gonna see a bunch of She-Hulks on the page.
Nope.
And then my stomach, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not even just saying this for content wise. Like, my stomach was legit turning.
It reminded me of Black, White, and Truth, the Isaiah Bradley. Right?
Oh,
where like you see all these like different deformed, experimented on Captain America, different characters and everything like that. And it just showed like how bad science can sometimes, how things can go in the wrong direction. Human experimentation and all that.
And there's also like elements of that in every issue too. Something that's like almost unsettling. There's something emotional charging in every, like, I just, because I haven't read issue 4 since because it came out the first couple days of September. So I just read it again, and just him arguing with Iron Lad really quick towards the end of the issue and everything else, and he's just like, I will stop when the mice stop dying. That's when they're gonna be like brought back, and I'm just like, ooh. And then he's like, just leave, lock the door. It's gonna be a while. Like, and then seeing like the whole Maker torturing him is like, no, your name is Doom, and he's constantly like, say your name, and it's like multiple panels of him just saying, please, like, don't stop. And then it's just more torture, and then he's like, what? Say your name again. What is it? And I'm just like, damn, like, there's no fighting or action in this issue, but it's like,
it's compelling.
Tension building, and like I said, the dialogue of all these issues and these different runs is like carrying everything. Like, I put it up there, and I don't know, I know, Ro, you do the streams going over the sales. I'm hard to say these got to be top 25 books.
I just looked at it for shits and giggles. Oh yeah, it's those books, all the Ultimate books are within like the top 10, 20 percentile every single month.
Ultimates 4 sold out everywhere.
Did you get your cover?
I got the one of, I got this one, and then I got the one with like the wrapping around, but I didn't get the pulling.
Oh, you did?
Not yet.
Okay, because I went to another shop and I was asking, and the guy's just literally like, bro, we got a couple of those. And he's like, I couldn't even, by the time I did your pull list, I couldn't even put like the other covers in because everyone was just.
I guess I'll pull the trigger at some point.
I wanted a shiny one like this.
I want another shiny one like that too.
See, rich talk here. Rich talk.
We like the bling. We like the bling. We can do it.
And it's cover price.
Yeah. The other issue that really stuck to me was the one with Captain America and Midas. Like that. When
Homie rescuing America, and then that having an extra meaning.
Oh
yeah.
When Homie said, I used her blood to come up with all these different types of cures, and they're gonna go for $10,000 a pop. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
I was like, this is wrong, but also this is low-key America, though. Yeah, I get it. We're like in an alternate universe, but like a lot of the things that he was talking about, we can kind of mirror it back here to how life is. So
I don't know. I still think that Ant-Man and Wasp one, that one was still like when he figured out what he was like in the universe. He's like, and Hank's like, I don't want to be like that, because he finds out how he treated her and everything else. Bro. Like, That was like,
bro.
there's every issue has something heavy and
Did you guys read the
to it.
0 Point story? The free comic book day story for this?
No.
Oh, I have it. I didn't read it though.
I have. I just didn't read it.
It takes place after issue 2. Like right after issue 2, that's when that story takes place. Whenever you read it,
I gotta see if I can find it.
I forget exactly.
It's
what
somewhere in my
happens
stacks. I got stacks of.
But like Captain America like attaches like a whiskey flask to like his shield and everything like that. Like he's fighting like way differently compared to previous iterations.
Jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to look ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Sai, have we sold you on this book?
The Ultimates?
Yeah.
Maybe.
The good thing is there's only 4 issues right now.
There's only 4 issues so far.
I want to read it.
You don't have to read 8 or 9 issues to catch up.
No, but she should read Ultimate Invasion.
I want to read it because I've never read. Well, I haven't read the Ultimates since like. I don't even know if it's the same as this.
It's not. It's not
different.
Because it was like Black Panther was on that team, I think.
This is a way different. So essentially, what's happening in this is that Iron Lad, his father was Iron Man, and he perished in a fight against the Maker in Ultimate Invasion. And after that, the Maker's Council, the whole cabal of villains, used a Stark satellite to cause a terrorist attack in New York City. That way, Iron Lad could be blamed for the terrorist attack. And now Iron Lad is like, something is wrong. Something is wrong with this universe. He prevented all these heroes from becoming heroes. Let's wake them up. And so like that's how Peter Parker became Spider-Man in this new run.
I think the best thing I would say is read both Ultimate Universe and Ultimate Invasion.
Invasion first and then a universe.
Yeah. So read both of those. They're both on Marvel Unlimited, so you don't even gotta like pay for it. And yeah, read those. And then I guarantee you, once you read those, the other books are gonna have, well, minus X-Men for now, they're gonna have so much more weight to them.
Yeah, there's more gravity to it.
Yeah.
Like you understand a little bit more about who Ra and Khonshu are because of that. And you understand like the implication of what they are, of their machinations of what's going on in the Black Panther book and what they're doing in Wakanda. We know who controls Hino Kuni, but they have not shown up yet in X-Men as far as I know.
It mentioned it by name though in the X-Men comics. But it wasn't brought up by like any of the characters, like the church people have mentioned it.
Right.
And it was mentioned in like the front page of each one, but it hasn't been put into the story yet for X-Men.
Yeah.
I think that's
anything else
issue, actually.
Anything else to sort of add? No? All right. Well, we just gave
Sai
homework.
Buy the books, everybody.
Buy the books.
Everyone watching, buy the books.
Yes.
And then when the Omni comes out, send a link to Ro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo.
Let's talk a little bit about what's coming ahead. I believe that the next issue.
Don't look at me like that.
The next issue of the Ultimates, we are going to meet Ultimate Hawkeye, a new version of Hawkeye. Somebody who I guess maybe picked up the costume out of the trash can. And then additionally, I believe that the end of this arc is going to conclude with them fighting the Hulk. Ultimate Spider-Man, J. Jonah Jameson, Ben Parker, and the Green Goblin collide. Fan favorite duo Ben Parker and J. Jonah Jameson take center stage this investigative mystery issue. But in this world of shadows and secrets, every unturned rock leads to danger. And they'll soon have to decide which is the greater challenge, uncovering secrets or keeping them. Interesting, actually. So Ultimate Black Panther 10, which comes out on November 27th. The Black Panther and the Strange Doctor. A prison break brings unlikely aid to Wakanda, but is this new ally a reliable confidant, or does the godly Moon Knight have more to offer? Ultimate X-Men number 8. Who are the children of the Atom? What are mutants? Where do they come from? And how has the Maker's Council been keeping them under control? That's what I want. All these dark questions and more start to unravel as our heroes investigate a murder that, for some reason, the authorities keep covering up. And Shadow King advances his sinister plots. Okay, all right. I see you, Ultimate X-Men.
So that's why I said wait.
Thank you.
The to be continued 7. You get 8 just binge 1 through 8 and you'll be good.
That's the plan. There's something else I also wanted to mention. There were some advanced things that I sort of sent to our group chat. Looks like we're also getting Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy showing up in a future issue of the Ultimates. They are apparently going to be made up of Star-Lord, Captain Marvel, Cosmo, and some other person that I forgot. But that's okay, because guess what? They're not coming until December, and they're basically coming from the future. So that'll be very interesting to see how they interact with our team.
It's nullify. It's Ultimate Nullifier. That's what them.
Thank you. That's what it is.
That tone of voice was my actual excitement.
Yeah.
when we did before we did this premiere episode of the Ultimate Countdown, and we did just our Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man talk, I literally said, I hope we don't get it over congested with heroes and we get more spin-offs, and I hope this does not lead to Ultimate Guardians. And
I don't think that we are going to get an Ultimate Guardians book.
I hope not.
I 100% do not think that we are going to get that. I think we are going to stick with these 4 books. We are going to have some one-shots. I know that in November or December, we are getting Ultimate Universe one year in. That is going to happen. And maybe if this book is successful, there will be a Ultimate Guardians one-shot. But I do not see a team book of these guys being successful. But I've been wrong.
I will say, anyone reading that article, if you don't want spoilers, do not read the Ultimate X-Men part. Because when I read that, I was like, I gotta wait 4 issues for this. Because obviously this article came out right after 7 dropped. And I'm like, why are you talking about issue 11 when 7 just dropped? And then I was like, man, these
are books in the not too distant future. Like I think January.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about it last time we were together. To me, it seems like the Ultimate books is where most of the other characters are going to be like featured in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't see a scenario where we just start spinning off. Because that's my fear. That is my number one fear for this universe is that when they start seeing how successful these books are, and then somebody upstairs is going to make the call like, hey guys, this person should have a book, this person should have a book. No, it's okay.
It's
so consolidated here.
So I'm going to take it at face value, and that the purpose of these characters, these Ultimate Guardians showing up, is really to show what the future regarding the Maker and the Ultimate Universe looks like to our current Ultimates.
Yeah. Also, I think from a scope and scaling standpoint too, everything's been kind of on Earth isolated incident type of deal, and now we're kind of getting the larger scope of what the Maker's really been doing, and it would make sense to have Star-Lord and Captain Marvel and stuff.
And
like
it's not even just like space. Like these are guys from the future, and Iron Lad literally just told Doom, do not mess around with future stuff. So now we're messing around with future stuff. Just saying.
I just want to know why Cosmos has a robot leg. I'm like, who hurt that dog?
Well, maybe that's what happens with dogs in the future. Maybe they all have robot legs.
Cats are fine. That's why you don't see any cats.
I'm okay with no tree. I'm okay with no raccoon for a change.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I also like the Star-Lord design for Ultimate Star-Lord. I was like, that's pretty badass. Bald with being a white beard. I was like, man, he looks like a Tekken character.
The Ultimate Nullifier character, I thought that he was going to be Star-Lord.
I thought so at first too, and then I saw the whole sketch of the character designs that they put in the press release, and I was like, well, okay then, because I was like, you would think that'd be Star-Lord, and I'm like, I'm kind of glad it's not now.
Yeah, he looks roguish. Anyway, ladies and germs, do we have anything else that we would like to touch upon before we sort of take it away and sign off until next month?
I'll say this. I'm happy for the Ultimate Universe, and I'm also happy that DC is kind of doing their own Ultimate Universe as well. So we got the Absolute Universe. We got the Ultimate Universe. Like, I get it. Hey, people are tired of the main line, but the fact that both Marvel and DC are giving us an alternative from the main line, hey, I like that. So there's something here for everybody. There's really something here for everybody.
It's accessible.
It's accessible. Like, all these books here, it's easy to jump into. They're not too far in the runs, and you can catch a lot of the stuff on Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah.
So it's
And I assume trades are about to start coming out, right? The trades are going to start coming out for the first 6 issues. So
we're also going to like billion printings. So
that's right.
I know. Spider-Man. It's looking at it may go to a 9th.
Yeah.
With how the 8th is selling right now.
I love that. Love that.
The one I got
if it goes to double-digit printings, like that's gonna. I don't think we've seen that in ages since. I know The Walking Dead had a lot for some of like the 100 issues and later, and I haven't seen this many printings in a long time. And Ultimate Spider-Man is just like 8. Yeah, let's go for 9.
Awesome. All right, so let's go around. Who would like to say goodbye first? Sai, ladies first.
Good night, y'all. I'm sleepy. It's past my bedtime.
Okay,
where
can people find you?
Hold on, let me go ahead and pull you.
Boom. Oh, y'all. You can find me at SaiGoFly on pretty much everything. I tweet about more than comics though, so beware. But good night, y'all.
Good night.
Excellent. Ro, take it away.
All right. I can find me here, Roll of a Queen Reviews. Read the bio, guys. Just read the bio. You already know I'm up to no good. I'm up to no good.
Do not read the bio.
No good.
Change the bio.
But yeah, thank you guys to everybody who's been, hitting me up on Twitter. Channel's going great.
I didn't know that was in your bio. I never read your bio.
Change your bio, please.
But yeah, thank you to everybody who's been checking out the channel as well. Yeah, we are at 792. We are so close to 800. So yeah, stay tuned for details. I will do a stream, guys. I will do.
We will get to 900.
I will do a stream. I know I missed doing a 601 and a 701. Huh? Wait, what you say?
Your bio might get you to 900.
Yo,
I disagree.
There's a whole demographic.
Oh man. But yeah, thank you guys for everybody who's been checking out the content. Appreciate y'all. Mark, you're up.
Take it away.
Well, I'm not a purveyor of a lot of things. I'm just a simple man who's married and likes comics. I don't got much going on, honestly. I'm just doing the YouTube thing. I'm buying too much comics. I just bought some boards and bags, and I might start streaming like boarding and bagging once a week.
Great, an instructional video for Ro. That'll be good.
Yes. Oh, hey, so I actually had to go buy some new ones today, and I was upset because they ran out of the resealables. So now I have to use tape like a stupid caveman to seal my comic book bags.
Yeah.
You don't understand the convenience of resealable bags, okay?
Yes. Of course.
But yeah, I got a YouTube channel and I have a podcast. I do stuff. It's in the bio right there. Obviously, I do stuff and.
Great.
I'm a sellout, so I like money, so I take sponsorships. My DMs are open for money.
Yeah, you get your money, dog. All right.
I know I do. I know I do. Listen, I started using TikTok because I'm like, let me get another avenue of money. I don't even care about that app, but I'm about to grift my way to some paychecks.
I think I need to do the same thing.
So
we should get on TikTok.
I am Dr. Ben. You can find me at Dr. Ben MD. Leave me alone. Don't bother me. No, but anyway, you can follow me there. I'm sorry.
I said you buy stuff and Legos and
stuff.
Omnis and Power Ranger.
Richmond. Yeah, that's you.
I build Legos. I do all that crap. But I'm mostly here. I am also on the Ranger Command Power Hour Squadron. The comic squadron, which just probably taking like some sort of hiatus or whatever.
Yeah,
I know. You think I'd ever be invited on that show, given how many comics I have for Power Rangers and almost every variant released? You think you bring in Big Money Mark on there or something? I don't know.
I don't control the invitations.
I know. Me and him joke about our freaking variant obsessions with Power Rangers. That's why I think we're both kind of happy the comic's done.
Yeah. But anyway. This has been a lot of fun. This is my first time hosting something like this. I'm very gracious to Ro for letting me hijack and sort of take charge to the best of my ability, and I hope I did a good job. And I'm very grateful for the rest of our team here, Mark and Sai. The comics are for everybody. And it's really nice to be able to talk about these things with some lovely folks and spread the love of comic books. Print media, it's a dying medium. And your hard-earned dollar, you want to spend that on the right thing. We hope that we pointed you in the right direction if you were on the fence about the Ultimate books. If you're already reading them and you just enjoy our chat about them, that's great too. Let us know what you think about the different Ultimate books. Drop some comments. Tell Ro to calm down. Do all that shit. We love you.
Tell him to board and bag his comics, please.
Yeah, that one. So we don't
I'm about
have
to send these factory
so we
sealed
don't
boards
have
and
mental
bags.
raw dogging these, y'all.
That
Hey.
Jesus, man,
Like,
come on. You
the amount of fingerprints.
You can't get
and
your
the UV
hands
damage.
off of that. At least my Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1 first printing is in a bag and board, correct?
Mine is.
I think mine is.
I don't think Ro has boards and bags.
You're killing me.
I have a bag. I just got to get a board. I have a bag. Don't worry.
What are you doing? What do you have? Like,
do you have a proper mailer?
Hey, I told you, don't expect it to be perfect.
Bag?
Don't expect it to be perfect, okay?
Mine is naked too.
Oh!
Hey!
I do not have any boards and bags the second I get home. Unless it's variant colors, they board and bag my variants for me before I get there.
It's in.
My friends, if we don't sign off, I'm going to have an unfortunate mental episode.
Oh my god!
So,
dude, I've been sober 8 years. I'm not drink because you guys making me upset.
Thank you. That helps a little. Yes. That's what.
Okay, Ben. Okay, fine. Okay, Ben. This makes you happy. There you go.
You see how we just threw it in there? It's not even a proper size. That's not a current or a regular bag. What size?
Silver.
I have a 6.
That's silver, isn't it? That's not. Because these are current.
He looks good.
And I just picked up. I like.
Yo, look at Ben's face.
Ben Reilly's my favorite Spider-Man suit out of all of them. I love Ben Reilly's suit
nice
so much, except for that new one that Dr. Doom just gave him an Amazing Spider-Man 61 because that suit looks nice.
That's not out yet, right?
The red? No, that's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
That's the one that's coming out this month. Oh my god.
Ladies and germs, this has been the first inaugural episode of Ultimate Countdown. We will see you again at the top of November, where we will discuss all the newest issues and all the latest news on how the maker is going to fuck shit up.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's not PG.
Dr. Ben signing off.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.